Did you know that some NBA superstars have siblings who are professional athletes, but not in basketball? While one sibling was making it rain from the three or dominating in the paint, the other was off excelling in an entirely different sport. Some families are just built different. It's like they were born with extra athletic DNA, while the rest of us struggle to run up a flight of stairs without gasping for air. So let's take a look at NBA players whose siblings went pro in other sports. Trayce Thompson, baseball. Klay Thompson is one of the greatest shooters in NBA history, a three-time NBA champion and a splash brother alongside Steph Curry. But did you know his younger brother, Trayce Thompson, is a professional baseball player? That's right, while Klay was draining threes, Trayce was swinging for the fences in Major League Baseball. He's played for multiple MLB teams, including the Los Angeles Dodgers, Chicago White Sox, and Oakland Athletics. In 2022, Trayce had a breakout season with the Dodgers, proving he belonged in the big leagues. The Thompson family clearly knows how to produce elite athletes, whether it's on the hardwood or the baseball field. Klay's pinpoint accuracy with a jump shot is just as deadly as Trayce's power at the plate. Safe to say, if there was a family pickup game that mixed baseball and basketball, they'd still both dominate. And let's not forget their dad, Michael Thompson, who was also an NBA player, proving that his family tree is overflowing with athletic greatness. You have Klay draining buckets, Trayce smashing home runs, and Michael watching with pride, knowing his kids inherited all the right genes. Francis Antetokounmpo, soccer. The Greek freak is a two-time NBA MVP and an absolute force on the court. But while Giannis was busy dunking on everyone, his older brother Francis was carving out a career in soccer. Francis played professionally in Greece as a midfielder and was known for his speed and agility. While he didn't quite reach global stardom like Giannis, he was a solid player in European leagues before eventually shifting his focus to music. Yes, Francis went from soccer to dropping beats. Talk about range. The Antetokounmpo family's athletic dominance extends far beyond basketball, and Francis's soccer background shows that their genes were built for competition. Who knows? Maybe Giannis could have been a dominant soccer striker if he hadn't picked up basketball instead. Imagine defenders trying to stop a 6'11 dude sprinting at them. Yikes! And here's something many people don't know. Francis also represented Nigeria in soccer. While Giannis took over the NBA as the pride of Greece, Francis made sure to honor his family's Nigerian roots through his athletic career. The Antetokounmpo family isn't just about sports, though. They're about hustle. From selling goods on the streets of Athens to dominating basketball and soccer fields, these brothers prove that hard work can take you anywhere. Martin Nash, soccer. Steve Nash was an absolute wizard on the basketball court, winning 2 MVPs and making the art of passing look effortless. But his brother Martin Nash was doing the same, just with his feet. Martin was a professional soccer player who represented Canada's national team and played in various leagues across North America. He was known as a reliable midfielder and even helped Canada win the 2000 CONCACAF World Cup. Martin later transitioned into coaching, showing that the Nash family isn't just about playing sports, but also about teaching and elevating the next generation. Steve and Martin both possessed elite vision and playmaking skills, whether it was with a basketball or a soccer ball. Honestly, if Steve had chosen soccer instead, he probably would have been a world-class playmaker there too. Some people are just built different. And let's be real, if Steve had chosen soccer, Canada might have finally won a shot at winning a FIFA World Cup. Hey, we can dream, right? Daryl Miller, baseball. Reggie Miller, one of the greatest sharpshooters in NBA history, had a sibling who made it to the pros in baseball. His older brother, Daryl Miller, was a Major League Baseball catcher for the California Angels from 1984 to 1988. While Reggie was draining threes and talking trash to the Knicks, Daryl was behind the plate catching some of the best pitchers in the league. He later transitioned into a front office role, becoming an MLB executive. Growing up in the Miller household must have been intense, with Reggie's killer instinct and Daryl's defensive skills. Competition was probably at an all-time high. Imagine a family dinner where they're arguing about whether a three-pointer or a home run is more impressive. Safe to say it probably got heated. But let's not forget their sister Cheryl Miller, one of the greatest women's basketball players of all time. That's right, the Millers weren't just an athletic family, they were a dynasty. Reggie probably had to fight for playing time in his own backyard. Trisha Duncan, swimming. Tim Duncan is widely regarded as the greatest power forward of all time. But before he found basketball, he actually had dreams of becoming an Olympic swimmer, just like his older sister, Trisha Duncan. Trisha was a competitive swimmer who represented the U.S. Virgin Islands in the 1988 Olympics. She specialized in freestyle and backstroke events and was one of the top swimmers from the Caribbean region. If Hurricane Hugo hadn't destroyed their local pool, Tim might have never picked up a basketball. Instead of winning 5 NBA championships, he might have been competing for gold medals in the pool. The Duncan family's athletic excellence was clear from an early age, and while Trisha took to the water, Tim ended up becoming one of the most fundamentally sound basketball players ever. Imagine if Tim had stuck with swimming. He would have been the tallest dude in Olympic history, gracefully gliding through the water. It's crazy to think that a storm changed the entire landscape of the NBA. Maybe Hurricanes are secretly scouting talent for the league. Valerie Adams, shot put. Steven Adams is one of the toughest, strongest players in the NBA, known for his physicality and elite rebounding. But his older sister, Valerie Adams, might be even stronger. Valerie is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist in shot put, making her one of the greatest female throwers in history. She dominated international competitions for over a decade, winning multiple world championships and setting records along the way. If you think Steve Adams is tough, just know that his big sister was out here throwing heavy metal balls like they were basketballs. The Adams family is proof that genetics can create absolute powerhouses in multiple sports. From basketball courts to baseball diamonds, soccer fields to Olympic pools, these NBA stars have siblings who are just as impressive in their own right. Which of these surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.